A bill to lift the debt ceiling awaits President Biden's signature after a late-night vote in the Senate. And help is on the way amid an unprecedented start to the wildfire season in Canada. Good morning. I'm Nora Rahm from NPR News, and here are today's top stories. The Senate has approved bipartisan legislation to lift the debt ceiling, just days before the nation risks defaulting on its debt. NPR's Vincent Acavino reports.
Senate votes on the bipartisan debt ceiling bill wrapped late Thursday night in Washington.
On this vote, the yeas are 63, the nays are 36. The 60-vote threshold having been achieved, the bill is passed.
The deal had its critics on both sides of the aisle, although none of the 11 proposed amendments to the bill saw success on the floor. Before the vote, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer celebrated the agreement and thanked his colleagues.
America can breathe a sigh of relief, because in this process, we are avoiding default.
Vincent Acavino, NPR News.
Secretary of State Antony Blinken says that Russia's war of aggression against Ukraine has been a strategic failure.
Kremlin often claimed it had the second strongest military in the world, and many believed it. Today, many see Russia's military as the second strongest in Ukraine. Its equipment, technology, leadership, troops, strategy, tactics, and morale, a case study in failure.
Blinken spoke in Helsinki, Finland, the newest member of the NATO alliance. He said the U.S. is working with Ukraine and other allies to build consensus around the core elements of ending the war. He said the U.S. welcomes efforts by Brazil, China, or any other nation to find a way to a just and lasting peace. A 3-day security meeting opens in Singapore today, attracting senior military officers, diplomats, and analysts from around the world. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin is there for the U.S. Major issues include the war in Ukraine, the continued conflict in Myanmar, and growing tensions between the U.S. and China, as both countries try to expand their influence with Asia-Pacific nations. International firefighting efforts are on the way to help tackle Canada's wildfires. Officials say it's been an unprecedented start to the wildfire season in Canada. Dan Karpinchuk reports.
In Nova Scotia, more than a dozen wildfires continue to burn and grow, as many as 4 of them out of control, especially in the southern part of the Atlantic province. Emergency Preparedness Minister Bill Blair says the Canadian military is being mobilized to help.
That is a particularly dangerous fire, and we're very concerned that it actually threatens a number of communities and other critical infrastructure in southern Nova Scotia.
Blair says wildfires have destroyed about 7.5 million acres of land this season across Canada. Meanwhile, hundreds of firefighters from the U.S., South Africa, New Zealand, Australia, and Mexico are heading for Canada to help crews in Alberta and Nova Scotia. For NPR News, I'm Dan Karpinchuk in Toronto.
This is NPR News from Washington.